You have been taught to become a salesperson. That's why you are losing every sale. This is not another training video on how to become more persuasive. This is a 15-minute video which will help you to become light sales closer who just not commands respect but also earns every sale. In this 15-minute video, I will be letting you know the exact sales scripts, how you can command authority throughout the conversation and win every sale by some scripts as well as the scripts used by the elite sales closer. And these closing technique will help you to grab $10K plus deals in every month rather than getting only $1K $500 per month from your client base. So let me tell you why you are struggling in every sales. It's not about the price you have for your product or services. It's not about the offer is not good enough, nor it's about the efforts you're putting. It's the only reason that you are feeling pushy in that conversation, and that fear of being pushy throughout the conversation is why you are losing every sales. An elite sales closer is not feel awkward or feared to be a pushy throughout the conversation. You are feeling fear of rejection as well as being pushy throughout the conversation. But a elite sales closer, they just walk up to every sales conversation with conviction, power, and respect because they know what is the exact struggle that client is facing and what transformation they can help them by their product or services. And in the next 15 minutes, I will be giving you the exact framework which will help you to close $10K plus deals every single month rather than struggling for $1K or $500 deals every month. So this is for the closers who want to become elite in sales, not for the choosers. So stop chasing, start choosing with absolute authority. So coming to the phase 1 of this video. So coming to the phase 1, which is the mindset shift from persuader to a selector. It all comes from the mindset. The very first step to start closing $10K plus deals is to shift from being a persuader to a selector. Persuader is always in a desperation state. They are always chasing clients for a sale. They are begging for a sale from them. And a client, or you can say an ideal prospect, can feel their fear as well as their smell that they are trying to grab a sale from that person. Rather than a selector is always a person who choose which clients they need to work with. Whether that client sitting in front of you is a good fit for your company, for your product or services or not, and as well as they are more focused to get the transformation from those product or services or not. Because once you shift your mindset from a persuader to a selector, you start attracting high quality clients, which will eventually build up your client base up to an enormous amount. When you become a selector, your clients start respecting you and they understand you are not here just to grab a sale. You are here to understand what is the exact pain point, or you can say the problem they are facing, and how your product or services can help them out. You are asking questions rather than feeling pushy that if I ask some questions and maybe the prospect will turn off and I will not get a sale. No, that's what persuader does. You are a selector. You always choose a client. And in my word, no one chases the clients. Client chases us. So coming to the second phase of this video, which is the high stake diagnosis, the art of discovery call. So this is not a normal discovery call. In this discovery call, you need to find out the exact problem they are facing. You need to make a high stake diagnosis for them. You are the surgeon, but to perform a surgery, what you need to do? You need to understand what is the exact problem area in their business or in the sales process and how much that is causing them pain. So once you shift your mind, start becoming the surgeon, you will not ask the questions, how are you, what you are doing. You will be super specific while communicating with that client. You will be having a lot clarity. So we will be starting the conversation with our client with first connecting question. It's not how are you, what you are doing today, and how was your journey. Not like that. A high ticket sales closer who grab $10K plus deals every month. This is the first connecting question that person asks. Based on the recent conversation we had, which made us to book the current today session, what is your single most priority over the next 90 days in your business, which is causing you a lot pain? Once you ask this question, you need to stay quiet, have a silence time, and afterwards you need to ask one more follow question. So based on the pain point they said, what you tried earlier in order to solve this problem out, and out of 10 scale, how much it solved your problem earlier. So I'm repeating that question. Let's suppose you are a person who is struggling to get $10K plus deals every month. So I will be asking a follow-up question like this. So you are not getting $10K plus deals every month. You tried something else earlier. So how well it is working for you on a scale out of 10, and how much still it is inflicting pain on you. Once you ask this question, this will immediately put you as an authority in the conversation, and what it will do, it will give you the exact single problem they are facing, which is a critical problem for their businesses. Secondly, it will also help you to understand what else they tried earlier, why that thing didn't work out for them, and obviously they tried something else earlier. When you will be pitching your solution, they will be little fizzy that whether I need to try that solution or not. So it will make them understand as well as you that your solution is not their second solution. Your solution must be the final solution. So once you ask the connecting question, now it comes to the situation question. This situation question will help you to understand how much that service they tried is causing them pain still. So first question you need to ask, walk me through your exact process of biggest problem you are facing and let me understand what is the exact issue here. So once you ask this question, they will understand that you are trying to dig deeper and understand what is the exact pain point. So if I was on your place, I will be asking, walk me through your current process of how you are trying to close $10K plus days every month. Secondly, what specific tools you are trying to use in that journey to make it efficient. Once you ask this question, sit with silence for 2 to 3 seconds questions and ask a follow-up question. So you told me that you tried some products. So you walked me through your process. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, this product or service suits you. What is still lack or missing in that product service to make it 10 for you? And how much happy you are with that current product or service? So let me reframe this question for you if I was in your place. So you walked me through your process, how you were trying to achieve $10K plus deals every month. So do let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, how much you rate, how happy you are with that product or services, and what is missing in that product or services to make it 10 for you. So these two questions, a situation question, will make you understand what exactly is missing. You understand their pain point, you know the process, but now you will understand what is the exact issue they are facing, and through that process, and they will also understand that you are trying to help rather than asking for the sale. Because still here we didn't talk about any sale, as well as you are not making any assumption that that problem that person is facing from such issues. You are making them told you that this is the exact problem we are facing and we want solution for that. Now coming to the phase 3, which is thank you for being a part of this whole journey. If you really want to kick off your sales as well as business journey, and you are ready to take the next step to become a young millionaire or the first millionaire in your family, then subscribing will ensure you for your continuous learning and the right strategies, practical tips which will eventually kick off your business. So join us, a community of like-minded people, as well as the folks who are nailing their journey. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on all notifications. Let me know what is the biggest challenge you are facing in your sales journey in the comment section right now. Walking towards the phase 3, which is uncovering the pain, the emotional story. We both know that you are going to make a sale when that person is satisfied emotionally and logically, but his or her emotions will lead to crack the sale. So when you are trying to uncover their pain, you need to find out their personal problem. Now we talked about the business, about the sales processes in that conversation, but now you need to figure out some emotional point which is personally related to that person or your client, and this will help you to eventually crack the sale. So when I was in your position, I asked a problem awareness question to that person, which is when you think about that fact that you are not making $10K plus deals every month and you are trying the solution from last 10 months, what is the real impact of this issue on your, as well as not on your business life, on your personal life? After that, you need to ask a follow-up question. So because of this issue, what is the exact or personal problem you are facing, and how it is keeping the morale of your team, as well as how it is stopping you to hit your goals as well as the KPIs in your organization or in your business? Once you ask these two questions, just sit in the silence, let them tell you about everything, because we both know now it's time to frame the whole conversation emotionally in order to understand what is the exact problem. That problem is causing a pain in the business as well as in your personal life, because we both know when we are building out a business, that problem will not stay just in the business, but that problem will also come surge in our personal life. So you need to figure out how much that problem is impacting that person's life on the personal level. After that problem awareness question, I will be asking a consequence question to that person. What it is, let's fast forward 6 months from now in your business, and that problem is still solved 5 out of 10 scale. What is the biggest challenge you will be facing right now? Afterwards, I will sit in silence for 2 to 3 seconds. Afterwards, I will be asking a follow-up question. What new problems have been created in your business if you are not doing anything after 6 months, even that solution cost you 5 out of 10 times? As well as, what is the biggest opportunity cost in order to solve that issue? Just sit in silence and repeat the video in order to understand both these questions. It will make them say what is the exact new problems will be created if that solution, your solution, is not integrated with their business. Secondly, they will tell you the price. You will not be telling the price of your product. They will be telling the price if that problem is not getting solved in their business. How much money it is costing them every month or every year in their business, which is literally harsh effect. And lastly, you are making them imagine a negative future. If everything is not getting solved, you are not accepting a solution, what type of future their business will be. So nobody wants to live in a fear. Nobody wants to have bad things in their future. That's what we are trying to solve in every person's life, and every person wants to feel those things. So this will set you as an authority. Till now, we didn't ask for the sale. I'm repeating, we didn't ask for the sale. We are still trying to make that person understand the criticality of their problem, as well as we are also trying to understand what exact pain point we need to use in order to save. So coming to the phase 4 of this video, which is the high ticket loss. That's where we start taking out the money from our prospect pocket. Once they have fully owned the pain, just like make our client to say about their pain, as well as we made them visualize if that problem is not getting solved, how much problems they will be creating in their businesses, as well as how much money they will be losing eventually. So now when they start telling you about their pain, you now need to pitch your product or services. Always remember, you don't have to pitch your features, something like that. You need to pitch the transformation if you are selling high ticket product or services. And at the end, if you are not selling the transformation, you are losing money on the table. And one more thing, most sales folks do this mistake. That's why they are losing a lot of money. They say that our product costs $10,000 when your client asks about the money. This is bullshit. Nobody wants to listen about your product price if you are just telling them in this way. If I was in your place, then I will be reframing this thing in such way. So the price of suffering from your pain point to get the desired outcome is $10,000. So let me reframe this question for you, as you are struggling to get $10K deals per month. So the price of not getting $10K per deals, which is costing you a lot of money in your business, to eventually hit $10K plus dollars consistently every month in your future is $10,000. So once you say the thing, what you are doing, you are selling a transformation. Money is a bridge from what they are suffering to what they want. So money is that bridge. And if you are able to reframe that thing in terms of risk, you will be closing the deal, you will be getting the money. But if you are just telling them that this is the price, this is not going to work, you need to sell the transformation. You need to let them understand this is the bridge cost, not a product cost, from not getting something to get everything. And when it's time to close, you need to ask some question where you feel confident as well as convicted throughout the conversation. That question must reframe that you are working as a partner, not just for selling your product or services. So what I will be asking if I was in your place, that based on what we have discussed till now, will it feel right to proceed further and start working on your transformation by enrolling in my services? Sit in silence. You will learn the power of silence when you start giving some space, some pause after you are asking the questions. Because when you ask this based on the recent conversations we had, you understand your pain point. So will it be right to move forward to achieve your transformation by enrolling in my service? You will close the deal, because it's literally a tedious task to say no and to logically satisfy yourself, because nobody wants to say no. Almost no one has the guts to say that until you are a self-reflected person. So if a client wants to say no to your service, they need to logically satisfy you, which is literally harsh, and now you will be closing the deal. So subscribe my YouTube channel in order to get more such high-ticket closing scripts in order to close more clients. Coming to the phase 5 for this video, which is handling the objection. I know I told you that we will be closing the sale, but in some areas when you are not having a conviction throughout the sales conversation, this happens. You will be getting objection. So let's suppose they throw an objection that I need to think about it. Don't argue with that person, because if you start arguing while handling the sales objection, you will be losing. You don't have to say, what do you need to think about it? We had a conversation for last 30 minutes, 1 hour, and you are still saying we need to think about it. You don't have to use harsh. What you need to do, you need to follow my 3-step guide. First step, you need to acknowledge them. That's completely fair. Now coming to the step 2. Okay, I want to understand what is the exact reason you said I need to think about it. Is it about the investment? Is it about the timeline in which you will be getting the results? Or is it something you want to more understand about our product or services? Stay quiet. Hold the frame and ask, because I don't want you to think about something for which you don't have complete information, because incomplete information always lead to bad results, and I don't want my clients to leap into bad results or in the bad decisions. Just stay quiet. Afterwards they will say, no, it's about the price. I think this is too expensive. So you need to reply back, okay, I understand that you're saying this is expensive, so I just want to understand, this is expensive compared to what? Either you don't have that much budget in your pocket, or you think that the problem, you need to describe the problem, that solving this problem does not work that much. Because if it is the later part, you will be in a bad scenario. You didn't hold the conversation in a better manner. That's why they are giving you that objection. And what you need to do, you need to give them the clarity. You need to make them understand the transformation. And the best thing is, you need to show them some social proof in order to make them understand that already a lot of people having the same problem like you, working in the same industry, already got their transformation. This will help you to just cover up the things in the conversation which you didn't in the starting of the conversation if you didn't ask these questions. Welcome, future sales master. Imagine you are waking every day knowing that you have the skill set to close any deal, as well as the mindset to achieve the financial freedom. If you really want to become a sales expert, you need to hit the subscribe button, join the community of like-minded achievers, so you can be pushed to your true potential and you can literally achieve the financial freedom in your life. So hit the subscribe button now and turn on all notifications. Coming back to the video. So you are not fighting with them right now. What you are doing, you are guiding them. Authority comes when you are calm in yourself and expose the real issue behind that problem. So once you start doing this, you will be guiding them, and this will help you to close that deal. So I just want to share one more thing with you. Now you have the framework. Now you have the exact script you need to use throughout the sales conversation. Now you are not a salesperson. You are a high ticket closer who knows how to make consistently $10K per month. So use those scripts. Now you have to keep practicing those scripts. You need to have a conversation with yourself. Try to practice it, define it. If you are still facing some issues, comment down. I will help you personally up to how much I can. And if you're ready to build an empire and to become an elite sales closer, not just a high ticket closer, elite sales closer, then you need to subscribe my channel, tap on all notifications. And still you understand the script how to close any deal, but still you don't know the 7 psychological traits, how a buyer thinks, and how you can use those 7 psychological traits against them in order to close almost 90% of the 9 out of 10 sales conversation you are doing with your prospect. So watch out this video now. 7 psychological traits to close every deal. Watch out now.